minutes, I want to talk a little bit about how we can cope with the crazy world that we have created, how to lead our own life, and basically how to tackle times of uncertainty. Just some weeks ago, I was in Kiev, and I spoke at a big conference in Kiev, and we talked about the future of the economy. They have created an initiative to reignite Ukraine, to find the power and inspiration in the midst of a war to think about the future. Shouldn't it be about that? To future. What can we impact? What can we do? If we have decided that these are the problems, then we either remain silent or we act. Right? So what's going on in our crazy little world today? We have optimized the art of being right. Everything is about your opinion and my opinion, 0 and 1, the facts, the truth, and the lies. But the world is not like that. The world is more dynamic. And we need to rediscover the art of being wrong. We should all be truth seekers. They talked about it before, about seeking the truth, trying to understand the other opinion. Because only then can we have a conversation that can move us forward. Because the world is dynamic, but the world is also a place of progress. Ever since the 1970s, the world has gotten a little bit better, right? 50 years of slow progress. Never have we lived longer. Never have less people lived in absolute poverty. And never, despite the terrible things that are going on, if you look at the 8 billion on the world's population, never has less people died in wars. The world has gotten a little bit better. But now we look at the world and we see a finite world. We see crises that might be existentially a threat to humanity. But we should never forget the fact that we have experienced progress. So the question should be then, how can we continue and create better problems? How can we have positive progress for humanity? How can we share technology and lift more people out of poverty? How can we end geopolitical tension and wars by finding a common ground to stand on? And for that, we need to free ourselves from our own certitudes. We never solve problems. We just make problems better. It's always about progress. A vaccine does not solve the problem of a pandemic. It just makes the problem better. I put something into my body that should not belong in my body, but I'm not dead. And that's a positive progress. I mean, I don't know how it is to be dead, but I think it's really boring. And I really like to be alive. And we forget how privileged we are. We forget that we every day are privileged to be alive and to get up in the morning. We are the people that can future, and never on this planet, never ever in history has someone had more capacity to future than you. We have some kind of economy, we have a lot of technology, and the challenge is about what do we do? What do you do? Why do you get up in the morning? What kind of problem are you working on? We can talk about the problem, but what problem are you working on?